Okay, today I have something kind of fun for you. It's a mystery package. Well, I know that it's records, but I don't know what records are in here. I was talking to my uncle, who lives in a different state from me, and he asked me if I wanted any records, or if I was looking for any records, and basically said what I'm looking for is old country, and specifically Bob Wills, but love old country, and the Rolling Stones. So that was all the direction he was given, and then he sent me this package. So we do not know what's in it. So I'm going to open it and find out. But I am pretty sure that there are going to be records in here, at least one or two, maybe a few more. We'll see, but yeah, it's kind of funny because it's one of my missions since I got back into collecting all records is to find a lot of the old country, which I thought in the area where we're living in would be pretty easy to find, but unfortunately not. There's not a lot of like the Merle, Waylon, some Johnny Cash, Willie, but not a lot. Like I said, I thought this would be every estate sale, every garage sale you go to would be nothing but this. Then you go to the record store and there's hardly anything there either. So it's really kind of one of those things that we've been kind of missing out on in the collection, and especially Bob Wills, who's one of our favorites, and he's really hard to find outside of like eBay. So here, let me try and get this thing open. All right, so here we go. All right, there we go. Jeez. And it does look like I see some Bob Wills right on the top there. So that is pretty fantastic. So let's see what we got here. So yeah, so first up we got Bob Wills and his Texas Playboys for the last time. From the 70s. Let's see what we got on here. Oh yeah, I remember. This is the one, I remember hearing about that. Merle Haggard actually went down and played upon. This was like his last, Bob Wills' last set, and Merle Haggard went there and wanted to play with him so he could say that he played with his band. So this one's cool. This is actually one of the ones I've been kind of looking for. That's kind of amazing. So share the songs here. Of course, San Antonio Rose is probably his most famous one, or new San Antonio Rose. But yeah, this is awesome. Bob Wills, that's great. Oh, let's see, I'll even open up real quick. I have to give it a good once over, but that's awesome. And next up, it looks like another Bob Wills. Hall of Fame, Bob Wills and Tommy Duncan. Again, I don't know, honestly, I don't know anything about this one, but it's a pretty cool cover. Check it out. You see Mr. Wills right there, looking all dapper on his horse. So yeah, this one looks pretty cool too. Yeah, I'll have to check that one out. Rolling Stone Sticky Fingers. This is a classic. I see it's got the zipper, the actual zipper cover, which is a little torn. But yeah, this is again a classic album. One of the Stones' best. One of my favorites. It's fantastic. Everyone should have this one. Then you've got the Rolling Stones Some Girls. It's another great one. Another good one to have. Like I said, I am quite the fan of the Stones. It's one of those weird things where it's, I don't know if other people like this, but, I never was a giant fan of the Beatles. Rolling Stones Black and Blue. Awesome. I mean, I don't mind them, but I was always more of a Stones fan. I've always loved the Stones. Paint It Black is probably my favorite Stones song. But I love them all. And I don't know why. And so, I never really got much in the Beatles. And then it's the same thing with Get Your Yayas Out. That's another great one. And so it's the same with like, I was always been like a Black Sabbath fan. I love Black Sabbath. This is kind of one of my favorite bands. And I never really cared much for Led Zeppelin. I never did. So, you know, Stones or Beatles, I'll pick the Stones any day of the week. These are fantastic. Yeah. Mick Jagger, She's the Boss. It's a Bouncing Wheel of Fortune. Actually, I'm not super familiar with this one. I never listened much to their solo stuff, but it'll be a good one to check out. Aftermath, the Rolling Stones, in mono. So it looks like it's probably an original pressing. I mean, as you can see, I mean, look at this one, like, you know, Painted Black, Under My Thumb. I mean, those two there are two of their classics. It's right there. So, that one's cool. Then we got the Rolling Stones, Tattoo You, one of their later albums. I think this came out, like, what was it, in the 80s or 90s? I can't really remember now. God, it seems like it was not that long ago, but it was pretty long ago. So, yeah, that is cool. So, Uncle Steve, thank you very much. These are fantastic. Rolling Stones, Tattoo You, Aftermath. We got Mick Jagger, She's the Boss. Get Your Yayas Out. Black and Blue. Some Girls. Sticky Fingers, again, one of my favorites. And then we got a couple Bob Wills. We got Hall of Fame, Bob Wills and Tommy Duncan. And then Bob Wills and his Texas Playboys, For the Last Time, which does have Merle Haggard in it. These are fantastic. This is more than I could have ever asked for. So thank you again. These are awesome. Actually, maybe when I go through these, maybe I'll do another video just on Bob Wills, because he's one of our favorites, and everyone should like Bob Wills. He is just fantastic. So anyway, that's it for today. Thanks. Bye.